What's up, crypto hunters? We got some exciting crypto news for you today. The SEC hit with sanctions for its gross abuse of power in debt box case. So if you haven't heard about it, we're going to read about it now together because this is the first time I'm hearing of the SEC being gross. So the United States District Court has imposed sanctions on the Securities and Exchange Commission for acting in bad faith in a lawsuit brought against DebtBox. The SEC initially filed a motion to dismiss without prejudice, but that was denied by Judge Robert J. Shelby, who slammed the regulator for initially lying to the court about evidence it obtained to secure a temporary restraining order and freeze of DebtBox assets last August. The Commission's above discussed conduct constitutes a gross abuse of the power entrusted to it by Congress and substantially undermines the integrity of these proceedings and the judicial process. The internet has changed everything because this has been going on since the beginning of the SEC. But now it's not even just the internet, it's the cell phones, the real-time updates, because even with the internet, you still have to go to a computer and update. But with a cell phone, you can update on the spot, you can share on the spot. That changed everything. It made information travel exponentially. So the critical evidence the SEC offered to have obtained lacked any basis, which was nonetheless advanced in deliberately false and misleading ways. The bad faith is inextricable from the abusive conduct, and the sanction of attorney's fees and costs for all expenses resulting from the conduct is not appropriate. So the Commission above discussed conduct constitutes a gross abuse of the power entrusted by Congress and substantially undermine the integrity of these proceedings and the judicial process. What's going to happen? The operation of the American judicial system rests on the fundamental proposition that every party who comes before the court is bound by and adheres to the same set of rules. So what's going to happen? In its August lawsuit, the SEC claimed that DebtBox perpetrated a $50 million fraudulent cryptocurrency scheme amid its operations as a software mining license provider. In requesting the TRO and asset freeze, the regulator claimed DebtBox had already sent $720,000 overseas and would flee to the United Arab Emirates and secretly transfer more assets with it if it was notified of the order. The request was initially approved. However, Shelby later reviewed his initial order and concluded the SEC misrepresented evidence and that the $720,000 transfer was instead sent within the United States. Wow. The judge in the DebtBox case had issued an 80-page opinion sanctioning the SEC for egregious misconduct in the case. I don't think the judge wrote that opinion letter. The opinion is devastating to the SEC as an institution and to the particular lawyers who committed the misconduct. The judge made it crystal clear that the SEC lawyers did not make an error, they lied intentionally. And in an opinion that will surely be cited by litigants across the country for years to come, the judge found that the critical evidence the Commission offered to obtain and defend the ex parte troll lacked any basis in fact, yet the Commission nonetheless advanced that evidence in deliberately false and misleading ways. So what happens? In December, Judge Shelby gave the SEC a show cause order, a type of court order that requires the party to justify, explain, or prove something to the court. While the SEC accepted its actions were forthcoming, the regulator argued the sanction wasn't appropriate. Shelby took aim at SEC attorney Michael Welch for misleading the court and attempting to obfuscate. Welch knew his statement from the Troll hearing was incorrect. Rather than correcting the misstatement, he and the Commission attempted to subtly shift the language to gloss over and perpetuate the misconduct. SEC lawyers should have personal liability for such conduct in addition to the agency itself. What is described as unconscionable for those entrusted with such authority by law. What are they talking about? People do this every day. They just got caught doing it and now they're like, okay, whoopsie, we're not going to do it again. But they don't really care. So yeah, so that's the SEC just got a slap on the wrist for trying to slap some customs to somebody for something that wasn't really right. But anyway, so that's the news.